Today I'm going to be sharing with you my absolute favorite medieval girl names that were actually in use in the Middle Ages. And this is mainly focused on Europe. I'm not including anything out of medieval Europe really. And I apologize if any of these names are mispronounced. A couple of them I had a little bit of a hard time with, but I really love these names and I hope you love them too. The first medieval name I will be sharing with you is Clothilde. Clothilde is a French form of the Germanic name Clothilde. That is just such a mouthful, meaning fame in battle. Saint Clothilde was the wife of Clovis, who was king of the Franks and the founder of the Merovingian dynasty. Saint Clothilde was known for converting Clovis to Christianity, and sometimes that is even cited as the reason why France is Catholic today. I think this could be a very good name for a modern baby because it is quite similar to Chloe. And Clothilde, although it's not popular in the US, less than 5 baby girls were named Clothilde in 2015, it is quite popular in France, and it sits at number 431. The next medieval name I have to share with you is adorable, and that is Idene. Idene is the Latinized form of the name of an old Icelandic goddess, Idun. And this goddess was associated with youth and apples, but the spelling may have been influenced by the Latin Idonea, which means suitable. Idene was common in England from the 12th century onwards, but now into 2015, less than 5 baby girls were named Idene. The next medieval name I have to share with you is Agnes. Agnes is a Greek name meaning pure or virginal. Saint Agnes of Rome was a 3rd century saint that was incredibly popular in medieval Europe, which in turn made Agnes an incredibly popular girl's name all throughout Europe in the Middle Ages. Basically, if a really popular saint had a certain name, then that name would be popular, most likely in the Middle Ages. Only 189 baby girls were named Agnes in 2015. It is not in the top 1,000, and it hasn't been in the top 1,000 since 1972. But Agnes was arguably one of the most popular names in medieval Europe. So it's quite a cute name, and I really do love it. I know a lot of people think it's kind of an old lady name, but I think it has charm to it. The next name that I have to share with you is Cecily. Cecily is one of those names that everyone kind of knows is medieval. Cecily is the medieval form of Cecilia, which is a Latin name meaning blind. It was somewhat popular in the late 80s and early 90s, but has fallen off the charts, and only 212 baby girls were named Cecily in 2015. I think Cecily could be a really cute Emily alternative, and I love that it stretches back all the way to the Middle Ages. The next medieval baby name that I have to share with you is Marilyn. Marilyn is an Old English name meaning sublime delight. It was the name of a 10th century saint. This could work very well as a Mary alternative. I think it's just such a cute, beautiful name. Less than 5 baby girls were named Marilyn in 2015. Next, I have quite a popular name, and that is Matilda. Matilda is a German name meaning strength in battle. It was popular up until the 15th century in England. Some of the most famous bearers include Matilda of Flanders, as well as a popular 11th century saint. Matilda, spelt like this, is not quite so popular. Only 50 baby girls were given the name. However, Matilda spelled in the more modern way ranked at number 535. I think Matilda is one of the sweetest baby names around. I think it's a really strong name to give a baby girl, and it really does stretch back a very far time in history. And if you are a fan of the Middle Ages, Matilda could be the absolute perfect name for you. The next name that I have to share with you is Claramunda. Claramunda is an old Germanic name meaning light protector. However, it is often misinterpreted as being a French name meaning light of the world. However, the Mund is actually the Germanic word for like protection, and Clare obviously means light. So it was probably originally a German name. However, some people think that it also had some French root as well. Clare was recorded as a feminine given name in Wiltshire in 1249 under several different spellings. I think it's a really beautiful name. It was by no means an extremely popular name in the Middle Ages, but we do have evidence that it was used as a feminine given name. Less than 5 baby girls were given the name Clare in 2015, which kind of surprises me because Clare and Claire are quite popular names right now, so maybe this could be a more elaborated, exaggerated version of it. The next medieval name I have to share with you is my absolute favorite. The first time that I heard this name was when I was researching for this video, and I fell in love with it immediately, and that is Adeliza. Adeliza is a variant of the Germanic name Adelheid, meaning noble or of a noble kind. You may recognize that as being a more primitive form of Adelaide. Adeliza of Louvain was the second wife of King Henry I and the Queen of England from 1121 to 1135. The name is also found in the Domesday Book, in which Adeliza is recorded as being the wife of Hugh of Gransmell in the 11th century. However, now in 2015, less than 5 baby girls were given the name Adeliza. I feel like Adeliza could fit in really well with the current naming culture because Addison, Adelaide, Adeline are all very, very popular names, and Adeliza fits right in there. I think it is the most beautiful name ever, and I love that it is medieval in origin. The next name I have to share with you is the most popular name on this list, and that is Eleanor. Eleanor is an old French name of unknown meaning. It was popular in England in the Middle Ages, mainly due to the fame of Eleanor of Aquitaine, who some people claim to have been the first person to bear this name. Some people think that her name was actually a combination of Elia, which means other, and Anor, which was her mother's name, so it meant the other Anor. So basically she was named after her mother, and then the name became popular from there. But other people seem to think that it has origins elsewhere. It's kind of a complicated name. No one really knows what it means, but I think that makes it all the more interesting. If you wanted to be really medieval, you could spell it like this. I think it's just a really sweet name, and it's quite popular right now. It's at number 60 in 2015. So many people are loving this name, and no doubt loving the sweet nickname Ellie as well. The next name I have for you is Alice. Alice is from the old German name Adelheid, just like Adeliza was, which means nobility or of a noble kind. Alice, in all of its variants, was one of the most popular baby names in the Middle Ages, and it was one of the only truly popular girls' names that was not derived from a saint's name or a martyr. So that's kind of interesting. And this is a name that still remains popular today. It ranked at number 87 in 2015, which is quite impressive. And I love the name Alice. I think it is the sweetest, simplest name out there, and such a strong choice for a baby girl. Finally, the last name is one of my favorites on this list, and that is Ismay. Ismay means iron strength or ice strength. It was first recorded in England around the 13th century, but less than 5 baby girls were named Ismay in 2015. I love this name. I think it's a great alternative to Esme, which is becoming very popular. And I just love the is beginning in names, and this is such a sweet and elegant name, and I love, once again, that it is medieval. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. I will definitely be making a boy version of this video very soon. I'm very excited about this. Like, this has been my favorite video to research and to make, and I got in costume too. Yeah, so let me know what you think. Comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Bye!